You throw another moon at me, and I'm gonna lose it.
Stark.
You know me?
I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
So after watching Marvel Studios' The Eternals, it kind of got me thinking, do we know specifically now what Thanos might have meant when he said he was cursed with knowledge? So that's what I want to talk about today. This is going to be, I'm going to talk about what happened in the Eternals movie, basically the main plot points. So spoiler warning for the entirety of the Eternals if you have not seen it yet and do not want to be spoiled. If you enjoyed this video today, feel free to like and subscribe for future Marvel content. But again, I will say spoiler warning for Marvel Studios' The Eternals. So obviously, if you're watching this video, you are most likely familiar with what Thanos did, right? He collected all 6 Infinity Stones, and he went and he snapped and he wiped out half the population just to get killed. And then, you know, they brought everybody back and he got killed again when he came from the past to the present. That's wrapped up basically what happened, right? So let's talk about exactly what happened when they fought on Titan. So when they were on Titan, Iron Man, he's fighting Iron Man, and then he says, "You're not the only one cursed with knowledge." So we know, obviously, his goal was to wipe out half of the population across the universe because of, you know, resources and people basically going extinct because people keep on repopulating and growing the population, and eventually resources just ran out, right? I want to propose the idea, what if he also knew about the Celestials and what their goal was with different planets, right? So based on the Eternals movie, we know that the Celestials sleep within planets. In order for them to be born, they need high populations to emerge, and in the process, when a big enough population happens, the Celestial emerges from the planet and destroys the planet in the process. However, it leads to the Celestial being able to create like new stars and new galaxies and stuff like that. So we also know from the post-credit scene, and I've already said the spoiler warnings, but spoiler warning again for the post-credit scene. So we know that confirmed in the MCU, Thanos is an Eternal from Titan because of his brother, Star Fox. He says that he is Thanos' brother, and he introduces himself as an Eternal and the Crown Prince of Titan. We already knew Thanos was from Titan, obviously, but this is more about Thanos being confirmed to be an Eternal in the MCU, because he is in the comics, but he wasn't 100% confirmed to be an Eternal in the MCU. So now the question that I want to kind of raise is, what if Thanos had an ulterior motive of trying to stop the Celestials from being in a continuous cycle of destroying planets and killing people for no reasons other than potential quote-unquote experiments, as it seems, right? What if Thanos was trying to stop the Celestials and he wiped out half the population, knowing that when all of those populations got halved, that no more emergencies were going to be able to be taken place, right? And then I will kind of want to raise another point specifically about Titan. And what if that's what's really happened to Titan? What if the population got so big that there was a Celestial that was within Titan and it emerged and it destroyed the planet in some way? Obviously, Titan was still there. So maybe, my point being is that what if the Celestials had a hand in the destruction of Titan? What if it's more akin to the comics where the Eternal Alars went to do kind of experiments and populate the colony of Titan and have Eternals be born through biological means or creating them themselves? What if the Celestials didn't like that mission of Alars and therefore went and destroyed Titan? What if Thanos, I know this is kind of the joke, but what if Thanos really didn't do anything wrong, or at least less wrong in a sense, and he actually was trying to stop the Celestials from doing their basically cosmic experiments all across the universe and having a continuous cycle of just death and destruction for basically their own needs and not at the will of the things that they created? So I want you guys to let me know what you think if you're watching this video. I think it's at least something to think about, because the whole "you're not the only one cursed with knowledge" line never really made sense to me. I mean, it's cool to say, whatever, but it never really truly made sense as to what he meant by it. But I think the Eternals might have at least shed some light onto what he could have meant. So comment what you think, and comment if you think that might be the case, or if you liked Eternals in general. So if you liked this video, feel free to like and subscribe for future Marvel content, and I appreciate you for watching the video.